Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we caught Shadow Quilava, choosing between the three, and I think really all we did besides that was defeat the 4 trainers at the pre-gym and head off to Pirate Town, and we also beat the First Lady inside of Dual Square as well. So, I was debating what to do, mostly while I was sick, and I'm still somewhat sick, so my voice sounds kind of off, that's why, because I'm getting the stupid bug that's going around. We've got 6 trainers, 4 of them right here, there's one guy right here, and this roller skater's another one. And I believe most, if not all of them, have a Shadow Pokemon, so I figured the best thing to do was probably just show the highlights from each one. I'm probably just going to fight these 4 in that order, and then this guy, and then the roller skater kid at the very end. So I'll just show the highlights. I am going to off-screen heal and save after every battle, and I'm probably going to heal at the Pokemon Center in Fnac City instead of healing here because it's free at the Pokemon Center. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Why the heck not? See you guys in a bit. Alright, so first guy we have up here is Rider He has a Noctowl, a Ladybug, and a Wingull. Ladybug and Wingull are pretty weak. You can take them out with whatever you want, especially the Ladybug. But Confusion will work. Pretty much anything you have on Umbreon, Espeon, Quilava, whoever you're using will take them out. As you can see, the Noctowl did take the most tries for me to catch, but overall, other than Hypnosis, it's not going to cause you too much problem. Just watch out for Fly, because it can make your attacks miss. But other than that, not too bad. It might take a little while to get rid of its HP, but still not that bad. The Street Performer was, once again, not a terrible one. I'd say the worst thing about her is her Shadow Pokemon Flaffy, but I only say that because if you hit it with a physical attack or if it uses Thunder Wave, it can paralyze you. Luckily, it did that to Espeon, and so Synchronize paralyzed it, so that just made it a little bit easier to catch. Unfortunately, she did heal it somehow. I don't remember what it was, but either way, her team's pretty easy. The only other thing she has is Shroomish. You can easily destroy that. It's weak. Very, very weak. Rider Liba, who I believe sticks with primarily... if I recall, no? I thought it was something else. I guess it's grass types. Skiploom and Oddish, which the Shadow Pokemon is Skiploom. Oddish you don't need to worry about at all. You can take it out in 1 or 2 hits. She also has the Dustox. Once again, don't need to worry about it. You can take it out in 1 or 2 hits. Skiploom just likes to lower your speed with Cotton Spore or whatever it is. So, it's not that bad to get that one. Not a terribly high defense, as you can tell. Only took 1 try to catch. Really, the first 2 are the only ones that took multiple tries. The rest only took 1. But either way, up next is Bandana Guy Divil, or Devil. Not quite sure how you pronounce his name, but he's rocking some goggles, apparently. Oh, here's the water team. He has Quagsire and Psyduck, and I believe that's all he has. The Psyduck's really not that bad, has a decent amount of defense, as does the Quagsire, so it might take a while to get their HP down, but as for a threat, the only real threat can be Quagsire Surf. It did take out my Quilava combined with a crit, which is just unlucky because I had Quilava in my starting lineup, and I didn't realize he was a water trainer, but what are you going to do? Rider Vant, who I believe didn't give me hardly any trouble at all, which is kind of funny because Mischievous generally seems to give you a lot of trouble, or from what I've played in the past, because it likes to use Confuse Ray, and the other ones are obviously Skitty and Zigzagoon. They're not threats at all. Mischievous likes to use Shadow Ball and Confuse Ray, which can both be very irritating attacks. And she took out my Quilava, but other than that, she didn't really do much. It only took 1 try to catch her, and usually it takes me like 3 or 4 Pokeballs to get him, so the fact that it only took 1 try I was very happy with that. And lastly, we have Roller Boy Lon, who I wouldn't say has the strongest team, but he certainly has the most Pokemon. He's got Slugma, which is his Shadow Pokemon, which really the only threat from it would be its Flamethrower attack. Even then, it's not terrible. He also has Azurill, which not a threat at all. Igglybuff, once again, not a threat at all. And Swablu, which it will probably take more than 1 hit to get rid of it, but it's not a threat either. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get rid of it. Other than that, not much to say. Slugma's pretty easy to catch, so that should be a very easy fire type if you want to use it. You don't have Quilava, but I wouldn't recommend any of these other than Flaffy or Quagsire, which are going to be the 2 on my team. But now, I'm going to head back into normal commentary. Oh man, alright, so we are finally back. You guys should be grateful I edited that because I'm at almost 40 minutes, to be precise, a little under 39, but man, that took a long time to do, just running back and forth and whatnot. And that was 40 minutes, and I didn't have to redo any of these battles. I didn't fail to capture on any of the Shadow Pokemon, so that gives you an idea of exactly how crazy it was. So now that we've taken care of all those guys, you can talk to these two guys over here. They don't do anything. This guy will battle you later on, but I don't think he is a Shadow Pokemon, so even if you could battle him now, you don't need to. So if you talk to the Pirate Colosseum, they say the current challenge is already underway. And if you talk to this guy, yep, he does mention that there's a guy near the entrance who we saw at the start of Pirate Town named Kale, who mentioned that you get a Shadow Pokemon from winning, so we're going to go talk to him. You may have already noticed, I don't know if I did mention it in the post-commentary or not, but we do have most of our team now. I'm only missing one more for the rest of my team, so that's pretty impressive. Actually, it's not impressive, it's just the fact that when I went through my team, I just chose Pokemon I knew were going to be good and also fairly early on, so I could start working on them immediately. Because late-game Pokemon, even if they are good, are not going to be very useful for the beginning of the game if you can't have them by that point. Yeah, what a surprise, a battle. Oh well, this is the first one in this video that I'm going to show that's the actual full battle, so I might as well show it. So Kale does have a Shadow Pokemon, it's the PYRITE, in case you couldn't tell. I would admit having a Ralts would be pretty cool, but it's not Ralts, so... oh well. Alright, now correct me if I'm wrong, but Quilava's... yes, he is. Yes, I know, I meant to hit shift with... oh, right, that's what it is. Silly me! Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Ralts with Bite. Since Quilava's heart gauge is now completely empty, you probably won't see me use it unless I just really need a type advantage at that point, so... if you're wondering what PYRITE's weak to, it's a normal type, so it's going to be weak to fighting. So if you're using Makuhita, which I don't know why you would, but if you are, that would be a good choice. But once again, remember with super effective stuff, when you're catching a Shadow Pokemon, you do have to be careful. C-Dot. Oh, lovely. Maybe I should have kept Quilava on the field. Oh well. I don't remember how annoying the PYRITE is to catch. I'm surprised that Mischievous got caught in one try. Because usually, I don't really have trouble getting it, but it's just kind of annoying to try to catch. I'm surprised it only took one try. I figured it'd take at least 2 or 3. Alright, the C-Dot is gone. I probably already said this in the commentary that I had prior to this fight, but once again, if you're going to be using Flaffy, go ahead and start working on it right away because it can learn Thunder Wave even while it's still a Shadow Pokemon. And since Thunder Wave will paralyze, it'll work really well on helping you catch Shadow Pokemon, so work on it as soon as you possibly can if you are using it. And yeah, I should use Secret Power there. I didn't realize it because I was smashing the A button again. Oh well. Yay, it's still alive, or was. Unless he goes for... no, I didn't think so. I am glad that I got a female for my team, just because there's one battle later on where the main problem with it is the opponent really likes using Attract. And so it's good to have at least one female on your team, or at least one male on your team. Best case scenario, you would get 3 and 3 for male and female, but that doesn't always happen, so sometimes you just have to make do. But the fact I have at least one female on my team, that's good. I could have reset to get them, but I didn't bother, because I usually just don't care enough to reset for them, so. Essentially, it's the Ferret. I have no idea if I can get a status effect on him with this or not, so we'll see. As you can see, the Ferret kind of likes to powerhouse it with strength and whatnot. It's kind of like Zangoose in that sense. It just likes to go for attacks. It doesn't go for specials. It used Helping Hand earlier, but it didn't matter, so I still don't prefer it. Get it? Prefer it? The worst part was about that joke, I didn't even realize I made it until I said that. I was like, wait a second, that was... forget what I just said. That was terrible. That was, like, seriously, what am I supposed to say after that awful pun? What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say screw the rules because that guy has green hair? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of Pokeballs. I never went back to buy any more. Since we caught 6, one took 3 tries, one took 2, I wasted 3 and I used up 6, so most of them are gone now. Since Ferret's not going to be my team, I'm not going to have that OCD thing about catching it in a Pokeball. If I have to use a Great Ball, I will. If I have to use the Premier Ball, I will. And pretty much after you, I'd say after you catch the Ferret, go ahead and just forget the Pokeballs and start going with Great Balls. In all honesty, because, like, there's a couple instances late game where you'll fight really low-level Shadow Pokemon, like there's a level 20, but it's so much later on that right now I wouldn't bother getting more Pokeballs. By the time you get to that point, you should have more than enough money to be able to afford it, so yeah, go ahead and switch to Great Balls if you can afford it. So yes, that's what it's called, a Shadow Pokemon. I've called it that multiple times, but this is the first official encounter with the name that we've had. Oh, what a surprise, that guy was evil. Never could have guessed. Yeah, get out of here and take your music with you. Weirdo. Alright, so they mentioned there's no choice but to take part in a battle. I'm not going to go and heal. I am going to save really quickly. I don't think we need to battle anybody, but I'm going to go ahead and save. I always save as soon as I possibly can after getting a Shadow Pokemon. Force of habit. Problem is, I have no idea how long this episode's going to be. I'm just going to stop whenever I find a point where I think it will be okay. So we're at 47 minutes, but most of that's going to be cut out. Now, I think if we go back here, it'll say the, yeah, the current challenge is still underway. Actually, what I came back to do was heal. Which, once again, I don't think there's a Pokemon battle that you need for this next part. The next Pokemon battle you're going to be partaking in is in this Colosseum, so. And in case you weren't here for a previous episode, when it comes to, like, purifying all the Shadow Pokemon, I am going to do that. But right now I am only focusing on my team, and when it comes to purifying the other ones, since purifying works the same way for all the Shadow Pokemon, I'm just going to do those off-screen, because there's no point watching me go through Mount Battle and purifying every last one, when if you see how to do it once, you know how to do it for the rest of it, so. So now what we're going to do is head down to this building down here. I don't know if I went over this or not. Where is it? Here it is. It's got the G on the side, or a Pokeball, or a C. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. And you go in here, and this is the guy that runs the Colosseum. He looks evil, but actually he's not. He's actually a good guy. You can talk to this kid, and he's like, I'm standing guard. Nobody's supposed to get by me. There's nothing special behind the bookshelf. Don't go near the poster that's in the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. So, yada, yada, yada. I'm not sure if you need to talk to one of these girls or all three of them or whatever, but once you do and leave, this guy will show up. And he just kind of yells at him and runs off. So yeah, that's Sylvia, who is Duking's friend, or is. Yeah, Duking's kind of letting the Colosseum get run by the bad guys, but he really doesn't have a choice, and they'll explain why later. He's not evil, he's being blackmailed, basically. But now that we've done that, once we go near this spot, we get to see somebody hobble out like a drunken zombie and then fall over. Help me! The chief's inside. Sylvia came and... Oh, so Sylvia's in here? Really? I don't see him. Pull yourself together, man. So he took out one of the gears in the thing. Sure. So the Colosseum has lost power. We need to find that gear that Sylvia ran off with. Luckily, I already know where it is. I don't remember if they give you a lead for finding it or not. I'm sure there probably is one, but it's easier just to go there right now. This is one of the few uses that this area has at the start of the game, and it really, I don't think, ever becomes useful until it gets finished being built. And that would be the construction lot. And how Sylvia got the gear all the way here this quickly, I don't know, but he did. I guess if there was no hint and the construction lot just kind of showed up on the map, that would probably be a little bit better intro for it. Because you'd be like, oh, that place is new, let's go check it out, and you'd find it there, of course. And also be a good way to show that, you know, you'll see something there later, but regardless, all we needed was that gear. Yep, it's us people. And what do you mean, what amazing luck? I knew exactly where it was. Whatever. One of the gears is missing. Thank you for stating that, game. Alright. And with that, the Colosseum once again has power. Doesn't look like much power if the windmill's turning that slowly. Once more, why does the Colosseum need power? It's like, sure, you need it for the PC and the healing thing, but other than that, you really don't need anything else. There's no other power, but whatever. So he wants us to enter the Colosseum Knockout Challenge, which we had planned to do already in the first place, so... might as well. I think we're still healed. Yes, we are. You're more than welcome to bring Shadow Pokemon into this. You don't have to just rough it with your Umbreon and Espeon the entire match. So, any Pokemon you have goes. I think even the Legendaries in this game are all good. You're free to do whatever. Would you like to join? Yes! Will you be entering with the Pokemon you have? Sure. The amount of Pokemon you have is not relevant to how many the enemy trainers will have. You can bring in as little as... I don't know if you can bring in 1, but 2, and you can bring up to 6. I'm only bringing my team of 5, but if you want a 6th one, you know, for security reasons, have at it. you get money, and you also get a TM, I believe that's Toxic? TM06? Well, dude, what are you going there for? Yeah, it is, wow. I'm pretty sure it's always Toxic as well. They should have healed my Pokemon, but let me check, yep. Okay, my mouth is dry as hell, and I need to go get some water and whatnot. So, thank you guys for watching, and next time on Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum, we're just gonna head off to the next area, because, well, not the next area, but the next part of the Pyrite Town, because the minute we exit, we're gonna get greeted by somebody who is going to take us to one of their headquarters. So, see you guys then.